Good morning and welcome to Lesson 206. Today we are reviewing Lesson 186, Salvation of the World Depends Upon Me. Let's begin with our review idea for Review 6. I am not a body. I am free, for I am still as God created me. And let's sit with that for a moment. Just reminding ourselves of our true identity as a precursor to absorbing and sitting with today's idea. I am not a body. I am free, for I am still as God created me. Salvation of the world depends on me. I am entrusted with the gifts of God because I am God's child, and I would give these gifts where God intended them to be. I am entrusted with the gifts of God because I am God's child, and I would give these gifts where God intended them to be. I am not a body. I am free, for I am still as God created me. Salvation of the world depends on me. Here is the statement that will one day take all arrogance away from every mind. Here is the thought of true humility, which holds no function as your own, but that which has been given you by God. It acknowledges the will of God is done on earth as well as in heaven. It unites all wills on earth in heaven's plan to save the world, restoring it to heaven's peace. And just sitting for a moment with the importance and power of our function and the service that it provides to ourselves and others. What a remarkable and beautiful gift and opportunity. How privileged and fortunate we are to know this truth as we go about our daily lives. Salvation of the world depends on me. How important are our tiny choices in the moment to be kind and understanding, to not hold on to grievances. In this lesson, Jesus makes clear that these are the most important thoughts and actions we can take in our whole lives. Not making money, being famous, being beautiful, fixing other people's lives. This is it. And as I've mentioned, Jesus is not a subtle teacher. He speaks in hyperbole. He's very black and white. And hooray for us that he makes it so clear that he is uncompromising. Breathing into the power and importance of our function. Salvation of the world depends on me. Arrogance makes an image of yourself that is not real. It is this image which quails and retreats in terror as the voice for God assures you that you have the strength, wisdom, and holiness to go beyond all images. Sin cannot tarnish the truth in you. Misery cannot come near the holy home of God. In case we feel we don't have the strength or willpower to do this, we are not alone. His gentle voice calls us from the known to the unknowing. Salvation of the world depends on me. And so we find our peace. We accept the function God has given us, for all illusions rest upon a weird belief that we can make another for ourselves. Salvation of the world depends upon me. All the unsubstantial images go and leave our mind unclouded and serene when we accept the function that God has given us. The functions which the world esteems are so uncertain they change 10 times an hour at their most secure. In contrast, our truly given function stands out clear and wholly unambiguous. There is no doubt of its validity. For all who have sought, for all who question, for all who wonder why, here is the answer. Salvation of the world depends on me. And it's not Marvel hero glamorous. It's our thoughts and actions of kindness in the moment. Salvation of the world depends on me. I am not a body. I am free, for I am still as God created me. And just seeing ourselves in this big picture, beyond this life, beyond this little body, beyond our little limitations, the prison of our thoughts. What are the little goals, the little images we have made that seem to matter so much to us? Personal power, financial power, control. We're looking for power and control. Here is power and control. Salvation of the world depends on me. In knowing my unity with God and in sharing it with others. In understanding I am connected to God and seeing that same in others. Salvation of the world depends on me. And so we ask, God, what would you have me do? Be my eyes, be my mouth, be my actions today. What would you have me do? We will not doubt our adequacy for the function he offers us. We are certain he knows our strengths, our wisdom, and holiness. If God deems us worthy, so we are. It is but arrogance that judges otherwise. I am entrusted with the gifts of God because I am his child, and I would give these gifts where God intended them to be. And let's sit in deep gratitude for a few moments of our practice to know that we have the way. We have the way forward. We have a path for bringing heaven here. Heaven is an ancient metaphor. If you come from a Christian tradition, this is maybe a difficult one for you to repurpose this way. But Jesus describes the state of unity with God and all life. That's what heaven is. And so we can amplify that here in this world. And that is our purpose. That is our function. Thank you for joining with me today for our meditation. I look forward to seeing you several more times in spirit throughout the day as we meet and share these ideas. And again, for our evening practice, don't forget we're meeting hourly for a mindful moment and then as frequently as possible during the day. I am entrusted with the gifts of God because I am his son, and I would give his gifts where he intended them to be. Let me find a lovely line from yesterday's practice. Two minds with one intent become so strong that what they will becomes the will of God. That's lesson 185, paragraph 3. For minds can only join in truth. In dreams, no two can share the same intent. So that is us joining hourly or more frequently in spirit. Two minds with one intent become so strong that what they will becomes the will of God. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. Salvation of the world depends upon me. I am entrusted with the gifts of God because I am his son, and I would give his gifts where he intended them to be. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. Wishing you an excellent day, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.